Today, we are talking about spirituality. Is it real? Is there a soul? Man, the music sounds louder again. Feels like it's getting louder in a linear fashion. Do I have a sword? I don't. What are we doing today? Okay, I have to decide what we're doing today before I waste 5 minutes away again. Oh, it's shiny. Sir, I'm gonna need to build a second bed for him. Okay. We could finish, yeah, first. Let's finish covering the ravine. So, yeah, with spirituality, I indulge, I listen to a lot of philosophical, I don't know, some philosophical people, awful people, people who might have had religious backgrounds at some point, or just thoughtful writers, and a lot of them are having a little spirituality arc. What do I mean when I say spirituality? I'm talking pretty vaguely here. Oh, here's my other stack. Enderman. The spirituality, spirituality is even more vague than the thing I probably want to talk about. Just whether there is a realm beyond the material that we can interact with that impacts our daily lives. Nice try, buddy. Or not even daily lives, just our lives. I personally have never had a spiritual experience all throughout my life, none that I can remember. Of course, I don't think that disproves the existence of one. Let's do this. I don't know if I like how this is looking, but we're gonna go for it. Should I just chop this down? I should. Maybe another way to say it is the existence of the soul? Question mark? Is there a part of the self that is immaterial? Is that mostly what the self is? I feel like it isn't. I feel like it isn't. I also think that it isn't. So think that it isn't. I think that if a immaterial part of the self exists, it is connected in some way to the material version of the self, to the brain, to the body. And if that is the case, get out of here. If those two things are connected, well, those things, if the one exists, then they are connected. Because when you do something to somebody's physical body, it affects self, or the proposed soul. So I think they must be intermingled if they both exist. And that makes me doubt the existence of the soul in the first place. Partly because I've just never had any experiences that seem that couldn't be explained. By just having a physical brain and body. What is the... What's the point I'm really trying to get at here? Oh my gosh. Oh, I guess I'll... Yeah, the other thing is... A lot of people say, yeah, that the only way to be converted into a spiritual person is to have a spiritual experience. But I'm not sure, and I don't think those people are saying that having a spiritual experience would make you a spiritual person, but that it is necessary to be a spiritual person in the first place. It's not... It doesn't necessarily follow that you will become spiritual, but if you were to become spiritual, it would be because of a spiritual experience, not because of a way of thinking or a philosophy, which I think is fair. I think that makes sense. But because of the person that I am, it's hard for me to imagine a spiritual experience that would make me convinced of a spiritual realm, because I know that the mind is capable, ooh, a black sheep, of generating such insane stuff. Like, I wouldn't trust it not to be a hallucination of reality. And that's even if... What am I doing? Should I build a bridge here? Is it worth it? Even if I genuinely had, let's say there's some narrator of this whole experience, and it's like some all-knowing entity observing me, and it is true that my mind interacted with immaterial, with a spiritual soul realm, and it had some sort of experience, I am just such a doubter that I would still, like, that wouldn't be enough to convince me that that realm is real. Because it seems possible to me that one could hallucinate those experiences. That they could be generated by the mind, as opposed to generated by something else onto the mind. And some people think that, like, the experience of the self at all, like consciousness as a whole. Here, let's do this cute little bridge. They think that is proof of some sort of spirit, like that consciousness couldn't happen, that the awareness of the self, or whatever people think consciousness is, couldn't come about from pure material things. And I don't understand the point that those people are making. I want to. And I try. And I'll probably try some more at some point in my daily life. Is that good enough? But from what I do understand, the thing my brain does when those people talk about the existence of consciousness as data toward something more than standard scientific materialism, that is, say, all things that happen can be explained within a material world, are bound by the natural laws we observe of physics and whatever other sciences dictate such things. I don't know if that's actually what materialism is, but that's what I feel, that's what I think it is. That's been my conception of what it is. anyone's a hardcore philosopher, let me know what the official definition of materialism is. Though I'll probably just Google it after this, because I'm curious now. Where is it going? Alright, that's done. Now let's go get some stone, cobblestone, to make my house more akin to the other villagers' houses. Yeah, so basically I think if I had to make a guess, I would say right now that the the world can be fully explained under materialism, under everything being matter as we know it. But I'm not opposed to there being some sort of realm beyond our own. I do think, again, if I had to guess at this moment, I would guess that if there is such a realm, we haven't interacted with it yet. Or no mainstream body has attained access to such a thing. And if it did, it would have to continue to be bound. Am I not? Dang it! I'm not picking it up. Don't need the brown wool. And if one were ever to attain a connection to such a realm, it would have to be the bridge that connects the two realms would still have to be bound by our material world's laws. That's my vibes. Here, let's get some copper. More copper while we're down here. While we're down here. I gotta make a little copper golem. And a little storehouse. Tons of chests in it. What else we got on spirituality? And I'm all for people having spiritual experiences. I just don't know. I mean, I just think straight away that if they can't be proved within our view of science, I mean, that's kind of definitionally what's going on. And if you come at it with like a scientific approach and like say, oh yeah, if you do step A, B, and C in this order, then it is likely you will have a spiritual experience. And if you're like a wellness person, then the step that might follow, and when one has a spiritual experience, their quality of life is likely to improve. Like, I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, we're fully for that. I'm not trying to limit the ways in which people can become well. We like making people more well than they are. That is one of our things. It's one of our preferences. We're into that. Oh no! Dirt. Why is there? Oh, that's from the little ravine. What am I doing? What? Is this a mine? No. That was just for... I don't know why I did that. I'm on autopilot. I hear monsters. Yeah, come on down, guys. Hello? Get him. Nice. Thanks, bro. Alright, I should get these two while we're at it. And should I start on my house? I don't know. Should I wait? Just make a little potato farm. Still don't have a bucket. I guess I probably gotta go mining sometime in the next few episodes. If to get nothing else but iron. And I guess hopefully some redstone. I'm burping. So I want to make a clock so I can tell when the episode has to end. And I probably should make this less likely to kill me. Making a more standard farm. I don't know. Do I have a hoe? Yes, I do. I need a bucket before I do that. See if there's any open spots for more potato stuff. Yeah, if anyone has any follow-up comments or ideas to talk about related to spirituality, let me know. It's an area of interest. But yeah, basically, we think that any spiritual experience must in some way abide and interact with the laws of our material universe as we know it. And I think this could just be because, ooh, sure. It might be because all this information is in its infancy. But I do think that we don't yet have a... I could throw some potatoes down here. We don't yet have a... scientific account of how to make spirituality improve quality of life. Hey guy, what's going on? Oh yeah, did they like potatoes? I thought they did carrots. Sorry, man. Oh, I guess maybe I should feed him. I'm gonna be human in this world. Here you go, guy. No! Okay, we're good. I'm just leaving these open because I want the pumpkins to be able to grow. Does it make pumpkins less likely to grow if they have less plots to grow on? I don't actually know. Or will they just grow in an open slot if it's available? I meant to finish whatever thought I was having on... Ouch. My spirituality thing, but I kind of got sidetracked. So that'll probably end up having to do it unless a thought pops into my head in the next few minutes. Cobblestone. Let's start to replace it. We're gonna need more. We're gonna need another axe soon. Perfect. This villager, man. Like, don't you have a bed? I think I'm gonna do 3. Yeah, I'm gonna do... I'm not gonna hit you. I'm gonna do 3 of... Oh, yep, it's gonna have to start tomorrow. Or end tomorrow. I'm gonna do 3 of these, and then maybe I'll do a horizontal row of spruce logs. I'm not gonna do a... I mean, I might do a little pyramid-like thing. Alright, let's sleep, though. And get back to this tomorrow. Well, my guy. See you guys tomorrow.